Hey guys, the Chicken is here. We are back today with another home gym video. In today's video, guys, we're going to be doing another live build for you. This time we're doing a home gym Canadian build on a budget. Last video, I got a lot of questions about Gorilla Fitness. We're going to keep it here with them. You know, I feel like this is really an overlooked company. Like, we've talked about a few of them in the past. There's some companies that are really good that just for whatever reason don't get the media, don't get the traffic. The more I've really looked into these guys, I've been really impressed with them, and I've also got a lot of positive feedback from you guys who've dealt with them in the comments. So one of the cool things about Gorilla Fitness is everything is made here in Quebec, Canada. The quality of their product is well known throughout North America. So yeah, we're going to do a budget home gym build. Let's get after it. Starting off our budget home gym build, we are taking a look at the S15 Sheep Rack from Gorilla Fitness. So this is actually a really great rack, space-saving, high-quality steel. Again, Canadian-made. When you guys think of steel, Canadian-made versus American-made, I know there was this whole big thing in the past. It's literally the exact same quality standard. So it's the same steel, just comes from a different place. So when we're looking at this rack, this one is really interesting because it's a really good option for space saving, and for the price, it's actually going to be able to beat out a lot of similar companies, same quality like we just talked about, at a better price point. So when we look at the sheep rack here, we have a couple different options. So option one is going to be just simply the stringers. Now the stringers are the part, the steel at the back that mounts to the wall. It says Gorilla. You can get it without those. And then you can just simply bolt it to the wall. I like the stringers. I think they look cool, and it's going to provide you more support. So, I mean, you know, there's really no reason to not get them. If we go with option 3 here, we can also add a pull-up bar, which is nice. But option 3 I would definitely recommend because it comes with sandwich J-cups. When you're looking at sandwich J-cups from other companies, these are a $150 add-on at minimum. And it's nice that they throw it in here. You know, with all the pricing included, it's actually a pretty good buy. Me personally, I would never lift without sandwich J-cups. I know that they come with these just regular J-cups, but the problem with those is they're not protected. You're gonna tear up your bar. So it's really worth it to get the UHMW. You know, that's really thick on the sandwich J-cups. So. If you have the budget, I think the Elite J-cups would definitely be worth it, so I'd pick option 3 for sure. Next, let's talk about the barbell. Honestly, I love the power bar that I have right now, both of them. Kind of kicking myself for not realizing that this company existed before. Again, another reason why I wanted to make this video is just, you know, so you guys are aware of some of the options out there, especially in Canada. What we're looking at now is the Gorilla Bar in chrome. Now, this bar, I'm going to start off with the price point. It is, I believe it's $441. $421 right there. In Canadian, that's a great price. That's priced better than the power bar from Rogue. So the stats on this beast, we got. Before we even talk about the stats, I'm too excited. We have a smooth sleeve, guys. This is something I talk about all the time. I hate ribbed sleeves. I find it's just a cheap way of manufacturing them. They, you know, the whole idea behind having a ribbed sleeve is that, you know, it keeps the collars in place. If you have decent barbell collars, you don't need that. And it makes a ton of noise. It scratches the paint off of your plates that you're paying an arm and a leg for. So these, based on the pictures, actually look legitimately smooth. So that's pretty exciting. So we get into the other specs. Everything else is, you know, right on par where we want it. So specs, diameter 28 millimeters, standard for a power bar. Weight 20 kilograms, 44 pounds, standard for a power bar. Sleeve length 16 and a hair inches, which is normal. Bar length is normal. So this one right here, it doesn't have the center knurling. So this is going to be, you know, your all-purpose barbell. Great for, because you don't really want to deadlift on a bar that has center knurling on it. But this is going to be a great all-around barbell. You know, you can do, you know, your power cleans, Olympic lifts. You can do, obviously, all of your power lifts on this as well without having any issues, without the knurling digging into your chest or anything like that. Now, the knurling on this, from what I can tell, this is actually a standard knurling. So it looks to me like it's it looks like a diamond cut. It doesn't look like volcano knurling. I can't really tell from this picture. I'd have to actually get it in my hands, but it's a standard knurl, so it's not going to be too aggressive and it's not going to be too passive. You're not going to have any issues. I mean, it's not marketed as something that's super aggressive or super sticky. Kind of, that in between. Again, the all-around power bar that's going to help you for all of your lifts. 190,000 PSI tensile strength steel. So what that means is the bar is not going to, it's going to withstand, 1,000, 1,100 plus pounds. You're not going to have any issues with the strength of this bar at 190,000 PSI. When we look at tensile strength of barbells, the absolute highest end would be like 250,000, and at that point it almost gets to the point where it's so sturdy that it won't bend at all, and that's when that you can kind of get the break. 190 is a really good in between, and that's what they're all typically 180, 190, 200. 4 large needle bearings and brass bushings. That's going to give you a nice spin on the collars. And the finish is really nice too because it's chrome plated on the sleeves and the shaft, so you're not going to have issues with rust. And it's going to, as long as you take care of it and, wipe the dust off it like 2 or 3 times a year, would, take care of it. It's not a huge thing to take care of, but it's going to look nice. It's going to look, premium, and it's going to look shiny for essentially decades. So really cool bar. And again, kicking myself, I didn't find out about this before. So next, let's jump into the weight plates. All right, guys. So this is where most of your money, when you're building a home gym, most people won't say it, but this is where all of your money is going to go to, essentially, is the weight plates. I know for me, myself, I spent, close to, with shipping, tax, and everything, $2,500, I think, at least to get them shipped to my door. So we're going to be starting out here with a 245-pound set. I feel like that's going to be a good kind of, way to start for most people. But even if we look at the 425-pound set, for $1,000, that's not a lot of money. That's a great deal for weight plates. Now, weight plates, when we're looking at getting different ones, it all comes down to personal preference. Yes, you can get the bumper plates. Yes, you can get the super fancy machined, really shiny plates. It doesn't affect your lifting at all. Weight is weight on the bar at the end of the day, right? For me, I like the iron plates. I think the cheap iron plates are honestly the best way to go for everybody. You get that feel of like, I just like the noise of them. Obviously, if you're trying to, do like a super quiet setup, then you wouldn't want to go with iron. But for everyone else, I think it makes a lot of sense. So York is the standard default plate that everybody goes to. You're not going to have any issues here. I mean, they're quality, they're on point, and for this price, you can't really beat them. So we're going to add a 245-pound set of the York plates to our cart. Yeah, I mean, if you do powerlifting, CrossFit, any sort of weightlifting, York plates are they're the default kind of standard, and they've been around forever, and I think they're actually one of the first companies ever really to come out with gym equipment. Like they go back like 100 years, something like that. So really cool. And also, guys, I want to point out here, I didn't talk about this before, but Gorilla Fitness right now, they have free shipping on $250 plus orders. So we can build this whole budget. So we're gonna add, I think I already did. Let me take a look. We get the free flag. We get the spring collars for free as well. Free rack. So let's go ahead. We're going to add the 245-pound set to our cart. And let's take a look at that. Let's take a look at the final cost here. So look at this, guys. We have subtotal $2,186 with no shipping. The tax is $100. That is insane. For what we just did, that's pretty crazy. You're going to be hard pressed to beat a deal like that. Also, we get a free 2x2 gym flag with every $1,000 plus order. We get free shipping, like we just said, with every $250 plus order, and we get free spring collars with every barbell. And if we look at the collars that they come with, original spring collars. Okay, we can't click on them, but they're just the spring clips. So I mean, hey, they'll work. They'll work, right? So that is that is basically that's the basic setup. Let's take a look at the benches next. So if we look at their flat bench here, we have a bolt together flat bench. This is going to be $503, and that's going to, oh no, it's not going to include the rower storage, but yeah, it's a really cool, it's a flat bench. I mean, the thing with Gorilla Fitness is you got to remember high quality, right? So although it might not be the best budget bench out there, it's built to the same standards as any of the big players. So, yeah, it's definitely a good option, and to get any decent bench, again, it's not something that you want to not spend money on, because if you get a really cheap bench and it doesn't work out, that's your safety when you're bench pressing. If you're box squatting or if you're doing whatever. Yeah, so I mean, it's high quality, so you get what you pay for, that kind of thing. So we're going to go ahead and add this to our cart, and we're going to take a look at one more bench before we wrap this one up. Now, if you don't like the utility bench, they actually have another option, and this one's kind of interesting. I'm surprised that more companies haven't come out with something like this, especially, like during COVID when it was so hard to get a bench press at all. So this is called the Bison Bench Pad. And what it is it essentially, it allows you to do like floor pressing, but it's thick enough where it's going to keep your elbows off the ground. So you're essentially doing a full range of motion bench press. And for $309, that's going to be a lot cheaper than any high quality bench that you would be able to get otherwise. So definitely interesting. And you can see right here, it actually attaches to our sheep rack setup. I believe that's what this is. So again, you can get all that stored away, and minimalist, budget, space saving. That's what we're trying to do with this gym build, guys. So we're gonna add all this to our cart here, and let's take a look at the total cost. All right, guys. So wrapping this build up here, here's what we have as the total. As you can see, with tax, with free shipping, we got the plates, we got the Bison bench pad, we got the rack, we got the really nice bar, we've got the sandwich J cups. The only thing that we don't really have to complete this would be spotter arms, but for starting out and for going with a lighter weight set, this is going to get you in. This is going to get you working out. You're going to be benching, squatting, deadlifting, doing everything. Shipped to your door, taxes included, in Canadian for $2,186. You can't beat that. You cannot beat that, not at this quality of equipment. You really can't. So I've been super impressed with these guys. I'm going to leave a link down below to the website. It's just Gorilla Fitness with one L if you guys want to check them out. But I think next what we'll do is we'll do like a super expensive or kind of like a dream gym build with the same company. And yeah, if you guys want to see anything else, or just in general, let me know what your thoughts are on all this down below in the comment section. Appreciate you guys for watching. Make sure to check out the link down below, and we will catch you in the next one. Chicken out. Back.